Welcome to the Sea of Dreams meditation. This meditation will help overcome your fears, allowing you peace and positivity moving forward. Please find yourself in a comfortable position. You can sit or lay down. Find a place where you will be distraction-free and put your phone on the Do Not Disturb, and then we can begin. This is your self-love time, right here, right now. Everything will wait for you, and you can pick up where you left off when this meditation is done. Go ahead and close your eyes. Relax your body. Notice any tension and release it. Relax your head and your face, shoulders and arms and fingers. Release tension in your back and legs and feet. Know that you are safe and secure right here, right now. Go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And again, in through your nose. On the next deep breath in, we're going to breathe in love and light, and we're going to breathe out any tension or stress, worry, or self-doubt. So in with love and out. The corn is high in the field, waiting to be cut down. Laborers are sharpening their tools in preparation for the awesome task at hand. Summer days are growing shorter, and the sunsets seem more brilliant. You want to follow the ebbing rays of light as the horizon claims them. You leave the fields. It's too late for working. The day is done, and the night begins to hover, descending upon you through the heavy, humid air. You enter the forest and follow a narrow, winding trail. You make your way around the trees, their fallen branches crackling under your feet. A few leaves have already started to fall. The once lush green foliage of summer is starting to fade ever so slightly. You begin to notice pale yellows as the dense greens fade. You can feel the approach of autumn in the twilight. The dusk seems cooler now than it did just days before. Onward you walk, hearing the creatures of the night begin to awaken. You hear footsteps other than your own, and you know that the company you keep are with the deer, raccoons, and possums. You walk deeper into the forest until the trees begin to grow sparse. The sky is visible, and you see that the last rays of the light are leaving the sky. The path widens and changes from soil to sand. You emerge from the dark woods to find yourself on the sandy shore. Several feet away from the trees is the water's edge. You watch as the sun drops into the water and then disappears. The remaining light dances upon the surface of the water, shimmering with the waves as they lap the shore. Before you is a small wooden boat beached on the sand. You are compelled to follow the sun, as if by pursuing the dying rays, you could prolong the summer just a little bit longer. You crouch down, grabbing the boat on either side of the bow, and begin to run into the waves. The water is sharp and cold as it splashes around your knees. You push off the sandy bottom and jump into the boat. You have no sail, no oars, just a strong intention of following the sun. The water is glassy, except for a few ripples of the waves. You glide across the surface, moved by the waves and guided by the wind. You have cast yourself upon the mercy of the elements, and they welcome you gently. You begin to pick up speed, and you feel the wind in your hair. The air tastes of salt, and you hear the cry of birds overhead as the last seagull leaves the sky. Around you, a fine mist begins to gather. It surrounds you and impedes your vision. You begin to feel afraid. The light that you craved so dearly has left you, and you begin to question your journey. What started as a delightful impulse now seems scary to you. You are alone and adrift on an open sea with no power to move by your own wishes. The mist has gotten so thick that you can scarcely see the bow of the boat. You cannot turn back. You are being pulled along in your journey that you initiated. But that now seems overwhelming, with no light to guide you and no end in sight. Only a thick fog that is no comfort at all. You sail along blindly, moving through great clouds, and suddenly you realize that instead of regretting your choice, which you can't do anything about now, you should instead start to ponder your present circumstances. Is anything hurting you? Actually, no. If anything has indeed happened to you, it has been minor. The source of your discomfort is only that you are right in the middle of the unknown. You left what was familiar, and you made a conscious, spontaneous choice to leave solid ground behind in order to aspire to something intangible. Whatever your reasons for taking this journey, your sense of adventure has been summoned. The only thing keeping you from enjoying it is your own fears. As soon as you realize this, you smile. And as soon as you smile, the mist begins to part. It is as if the bow of the boat is slicing through the fog, dispelling it as you go. But there's something more at work here. You have stopped. The mists rise, and you see that you have run aground. You plunge feet first into the water, the dissipating mist swirling around you, and you notice that it was neither you nor your vessel that parted the mist. They are disappearing under the light of the sun. But how can this be? Is it possible that you chased a sunbeam clear to the other side of the world? You can see all the way down to your feet through the clear water. Around your ankles are fantastic water-like creatures, the likes of which you've never seen before. Fish of unimaginable colors dart around. Seahorses propel themselves through this water plant life. And you step ashore and notice right away that this is no ordinary place. The subtle changes that you noticed in the forest are now present here. The trees are thick with leaves and heavy with fruit. Glistening red apples hang on every single branch, ripe and large with color, so saturated they appear like gemstones. Flowers are strewn about, and they cover the land with gentle pastels, fiery fuchsias, and shades of blue, just like the sea. You look up to the sky. The blazing sun holds its place in the sky. A sky alive with color once again. You follow the arc of the brilliant rainbow across the sky, and you realize that you are on an island. On this enchanted place, there is no need for work or toil. The harvest is already gathered, and the fields are all bustling with life. You contemplate an ear of corn so bright and yellow, it seems like the sun itself is glowing from within the ripened kernels. You realize that the grain gathered at the harvest holds the promise for the next year's crops, and in that instant, you realize where you are. You have found the land of all beginnings, the island of apples, and you've heard of it being called many names, and you can scarcely believe you're here. Its beauty surpasses even your most incredible imaginations. It is as if you're living inside of a lucid dream. You feel so at peace, so very far beyond the grip of fear that plagued you on your journey. And you relax with the deep understanding that only by overcoming your fear was your passage granted. You walk across the vibrant land and curl up under the silver tree, the sunlight kissing your face. You close your eyes and you take a deep breath, and you decide to stay a while. A land of eternal youth and peace is your home now. Thank you for listening to the Seas of Dreams meditation. We're now going to take a deep breath in through our nose, out through the mouth. And again, we're going to breathe in love and light, and we're going to breathe out love and light and peace for all. So in with love and out. Thanks again for listening to the Seas of Dreams meditation. This is Bridget M. Shoup, the Crystal Healing Gypsy, sending you light, loves, and lunar hugs. To learn more, you can visit my website at bemoonstruck.com.